there on that last table. Alright, so let's look at this one. Alright, this one does have 2 square roots. But is there anything that's outside of the square root? No. So once they're isolated already, we got square root, square root. In order to solve this, just square both sides. What am I going to have over here? And over here? How do I solve something like that? Yep. X squared plus 2x minus 15 equals 0. And then either factor quadratic formula, complete the square, whatever you want to do to get it solved. You come up with two numbers that multiply to equal negative 15 and add to equal a negative or a positive 2. So x could be a negative 5, x could be a positive 3. Negative 5 works. Guess what? 3 works too. Yep. They both work. Why do both of these work, but sometimes they don't work? On this one, did I introduce an x? No. Why do I have 2 answers here? The problem started out with an x squared. When we get those extraneous solutions, it's because we're introducing an x. Like I square it, and it was like the problem maybe you started out as the square root of 5x equals x plus 2. But when you square it, you end up with x squared. When the original problem didn't have an x squared. This problem, the original problem had an x squared. So I'm not introducing it. I'm not saying, oh, well, here's an extra. That one started out with it. This one's for you to do, all by yourself. Alright, what do I need to do? Square both sides. X squared minus 24 equals 2x. Subtract 2x. Let's do x squared minus 2x minus 24 equals 0. So x is 6, or x is negative 4. Do both of these work? Yes, they do. Both of them work. Alright, ready for your next one? Alright, this one is a 2 for the price of 1. Weird, right? Okay, so I have to isolate Did you move this over there? Okay. Because one of them has to move. It doesn't really matter which one, but one of them has to move. So you get 3x plus 4 under the radical sign. 5 minus x minus 3.
So what were we trying to isolate, Gary?
You're trying to isolate one of the radicals so you can square it and get rid of it. So
Alright.
see, now this one's gone. But I have this one, which this is going to end up being, let's see, 25 minus 10 times the square root of x minus 3 minus, no, plus x minus 3, right? I tried to do that in my head. Did I do that in my head? Is that what you get? Do I need to do it out of the way? Yeah, okay. Because you end up with, this is what you have, right? So you get 25, that's where I got 25, minus 5x square root of 3 minus 5 square root of x minus 3. That's where I got the 10, see, because minus 5, right? And then when you multiply these two together, the negative becomes a positive, and the square root undoes itself, and you're just left with x minus 3. That's where all that came from. I just did this in here, which doesn't always work out, but it did not. Alright, so that's going to be 3x plus 4 equals 22 plus x minus 10 square root of x minus 3. Now, these two right here, we need to move them over so we can square again. Subtract 22, and I'm going to subtract x. And I'll have 2x minus 18 equal to negative 10 x minus 3. Now we can square again, and I know that the radical is not isolated. It's got that 10 being multiplied, but that's okay, because you can square that 10 too. That's not going to hurt anything. If it had a plus or a minus something, then we'd be in trouble. Alright, so this is going to be 4x squared minus 72x plus, finish, where's this one? 18 times 324. I was almost there. Ooh, got some big numbers here. Negative 10 squared is 100. Square root of x minus 3 squared is x minus 3. So that's for those numbers. So I'm looking at 4x squared minus 72x plus 324 equals 100x minus 300. Combines in like terms. X squared minus 172x plus 624 equals 0. Now, I'm going to factor out 4, but I really don't want to factor this. These numbers are huge. You use what? Yeah, you can do that. Let's see. Minus 1, 1. That's not 131. 156. Now I might be able to factor that. Two numbers that multiply equal 156 and add to be 43. Henry's not up here. 439. So x could be 4, or x could be 39. Let's see. Let's see my original. It can't be 39, because that's going to get me a negative. Four. I think it is a no solution. How did you say you came up with no solution on it? 3 times 4 is 12. Plus 4 is 16. No, 4 works. 4 works. 3 times 39. No, because that is not going to work. 4 does work. If you look at the original, it's 3 times 4 plus 4. It's getting you the square root of 16 plus square root of 1. So that's 4 plus 1 equals 5, and that's a true statement. So 4 works. 4 does work. We'll do one more. What would I need to do if I needed to solve something like this? Alright, is squaring it going to work here? No. What do I need to do? Take the third power and cube it. Yes. What is 7 to the third power? Mm-hmm. Okay, look at the page that looked like this. Remember this page?